Smith here from LoriSmithHair.com. I am a hairstylist here in Wilmington, North Carolina, and today I just want to share with you and give you some tips about different kinds of hairbrushes. Hopefully these tips will help you use the right one because I know if you're taking the time to blow out your hair with a brush, it's important that you're using the right one so that your style doesn't fall flat and last more than a day. So I'm just going to go ahead and get started and talk about paddle brushes. I feel like paddle brushes are what most of us girls have in our cabinet. They are different, and so I'm just going to explain the difference between each one. The first one I'm going to show you is the wet brush. The wet brush is just a detangling brush, wet or dry. It's really not going to go much further than that. They don't do well with heat. The little bristles just want to die if they get hot. But they are great in kids' hair, and they are very inexpensive. These are about $11 to $12. The next one I'm going to show you is kind of a flat paddle brush. This one's a little more sturdy, and the bristles are a little more tough. They're a little thicker. But this one can withstand heat, and they're good for blowing your hair out if you just kind of want to quickly do it. It'll smooth it out and get it nice and straight. This one is a really good one. It doesn't detangle that well. It's a little too tough. I feel like it pulls a little bit, but it is good for blow drying. The third one I'm going to show you is this brush. It has a lot of tiny little soft bristles, and this is just a styling brush. The bristles are really nice and soft to smooth out a tease. So if you are teasing your crown or anywhere, you can just go through and kind of go over the top really nicely. It'll smooth it out without brushing your tease out. And if you are putting your hair up, let's say in a ponytail, and you've got some kinks, it's really good just for nicely smoothing those out. And if you spray some hairspray, just a little bit of hairspray on the bristles, it'll help tame away any flyaways that you have too. So this one is just a styling brush. And the next one I'm going to go over is a round brush, because I feel like that one tends to be a little more tricky. And us stylists use round brushes probably 90% of the time when we're doing blowouts in the salon. The first one I'm going to show you is the metal brush with the plastic bristles. These are going to be good for anyone who has fine to medium hair. It's going to smooth it out but give it a little bit more hold than a natural bristle brush. And the smaller the brush, the more volume you're going to get. A lot of people think it's the other way around, but the smaller the diameter of the brush, the more volume you're going to get. They even make them a little smaller than this, and they do make them a little bigger than this, but these are the sizes that I feel like work universally well. And they do differentize just a little bit. So metal brush, plastic bristles, fine to medium hair, gonna give you a little volume, a little bend in the ends, and gonna create more hold because these trap heat. So they do help to get that hair up there. The last one I'm going to talk about is a natural bristle brush. These two are boar bristle brushes, and these are more perfect for hair that is a little more coarse in texture because these use a little more tension when you're pulling it out. And they do add a ton of shine. So that tension does make it a little hard to get used to, so I always put my thumb at the base of the bristles, or at the base of the brush just below the bristles, because that helps you get a nice grip on it. Instead of holding it way down here, you kind of don't feel like you have as much control as if you're holding it up here and placing your thumb right there. Because I do have some clients who've tried these, and they are a little different to use because they don't glide through the hair quite as easily as a metal brush. Same thing, the smaller the brush, the more volume you're going to get, even with the natural bristle brushes. This one I would only use if someone had chin length or shorter hair, or if they wanted big old Dolly Parton volume, this would be good for that too. So again, natural bristle brushes, good for coarser hair, more tension, so they do take a little getting used to. And same deal, the smaller the brush, the more volume you're going to get. The bigger the brush, the less volume, and just kind of a more straighter blowout with a little bit of bend on the ends. Anyhow, I hope that helps. because like I said, if you're going to take the time and blow out your hair, then you want to make sure that you're using the right brush. They do make a difference, especially if you're going to use something like these Maryland boar bristle brushes, because they're an investment. These brushes run about $30 to $35 a piece. So it really stinks whenever you take them home and you're like, I can't use the brush, it's not working. It probably isn't the right one for your hair. Anyhow, if there is anything else that you would like for me to share, or any more tutorials that you would like to see, please comment below. I'll be happy to get some advice from some of you guys about what you would like to hear about. And please stay tuned for my next video. I'm going to be going over how to get that nice smooth swoop in the front. I do get asked a lot of questions about how to do that. It's a lot easier than you think. So please stay tuned for that. And thanks again for all of your support. And if you would like to take a look at some of my work, please visit LoriSmithHair.com. And you can also, there's also information on my website on how to make an appointment or set up a consultation if you would like to come and see me in the salon. Thanks.